Hey, what's up everybody? Michael the Fish Keeper here with a new video for y'all. So first things first, I apologize. I haven't updated a lot on as far as the peacock bass go in my tanks and my fish room. A lot of things have been going in motion, haven't really had time to make new content. So today I'm gonna make a breakdown video of all the setups that I'm currently running and what fish I have, what our future plans are. So with that being said, ignore the fish room. It's complete mess right now. Like I got empty, adult beverages around here. I just haven't cleaned up. But first things first, let's go ahead and talk about the first setup and what I got in it and what my plans with this setup is. All right, so what I'll do is I'll talk about the tank, the filtration, lighting. We'll talk about all of that. And then we'll talk about the stock and plants and stuff like that. So this is a 75-gallon tank on a stand that I got from my local fish store, which is Superway Aquarium in Hayward, California. So shout out to them for helping me get this right here, especially the owner. The owner's been dope and helping me out a lot. But anyhow, 75-gallon on a stand. And for filtration, if you guys haven't seen or don't remember, I run two FX4s on here. And these are actually automated lights. They're motion lights, so when I go to open it, they turn on. Once I close it or there's no motion, they'll go off. We just have an off-brand air pump right there. We got a Hygger heater. I believe that one is a 500 watt. Yeah, see the lights went off. Well, that one did. And so that's the heater right there that I just mentioned. We have a Fluval C water pump, water circulator, just helping blow across the top. This one we have kind of pointed down, or the outlet for the FX4, just kind of pushing water this way. And then the other one we have kind of pointing up, just to help agitate the water for oxygen. I believe the air line disconnected from the round air stone that I have right there. So I gotta fix that. Right now it's just blowing bigger bubbles when there's supposed to be a bunch of smaller ones, but I actually kind of like that. And for the plants, we have, I honestly don't remember the bigger plants, but those are Anubis. These are Anubis Nana Petites all the way around. Java Fern, just a clipping from another one. And then we got more Java Fern here. Java Fern going all the way around here. We have more of those Anubis plants. I know there's two Anubis plants over here that I do not remember the name of either. So I apologize about that. Just a piece of driftwood I got a while back from off of eBay. I found this piece a few months back from my local lake that I was actually fishing at. It was just laid up on the shore all dried up, so I brought it home and pre-treated it, soaked it, stuff like that. And another piece of driftwood with some Java Fern on it. Nice little setup. And the lights, these were just cheap book lights off of Amazon. And all they do is I just clip them onto the window edge right here. There's like a little edging of the window frame that I just clipped them onto there. They could be USB or just a regular plug, which is right here. And you can power them on and off just with a couple buttons. You can change the brightness and then the coloration. You can make it like a warm or bright or something like that. I actually forget, to be honest with you. And for the stock, we have two Cicla Vazalori, I believe is how you pronounce it. I just call them Vaz, which is that one and that one. Those are two Cicla Vaz. I originally started with 4 or 5. I lost a few, then these two just basically killed everybody else. And then we have 4 Xingyu, which is, there's a Xingyu there. You gonna yawn? You gonna yawn? Thought he was gonna yawn. Wait, is he? Yawn. Nope, don't want to, camera shy. Obviously, we got a little chase going on. That's another Xingyu right there. The other one right there. And then I don't know where that one came from, but there's that one. And there's that one. And here is Stardust. This is my female discus. She's my baby. And there is Peter in here, which is my other discus. He's kind of pissed off right now. So he's over there. But that's my 75-gallon setup. My plan with this, as of right now, is we're just gonna keep growing out the peacock bass in here. Down the line, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the Vaz, the Peacock Bass Vaz, but I know we're gonna keep the Zingus. We wanna get a pair of them. If the Vaz are male and female, we'll keep them. And my discus, I'm gonna keep my discus. I'm just waiting to figure out the situation in the fish room before I set them up a breeding tank. But for right now, they're gonna stay in here as well. And so that wraps it up for the 75 gallon. Now, my original plan was I was gonna breed every species of peacock bass or every species of peacock bass that I possibly could. But due to the electricity bill skyrocketing here in California, our bill is like doubled, if not tripled. And so that original plan is still in the works, but not doing all of the species at once. We'll gradually grow and stuff like that. So that's the plan with the peacock bass. Eventually we're gonna be breeding them. So anyhow, without further ado, let's go ahead and go talk about the next setup. Okay, I had to turn off the lights on the rack system because there was a huge glare on this tank. But the Panemas are doing well. We'll just go ahead and skip right into that. We got 8 cichlid Panemas in here. They're doing phenomenal. Haven't had no health issues or anything with them. They eat everything and anything I put in the tank. I feed them freeze-dried krill, frozen krill, silver sides, pellets, and so forth. But this group is amazing. Now down the line, we are gonna keep a breeding pair of them, but for the rest, I honestly don't know what we're gonna do yet. They may go into a bigger show tank. I'm not 100% sure. But if you guys look up, the same lighting that was on the 75 gallon that we got from Amazon, all I did was hang them across a piece of driftwood that my buddy gave me. Just made a light fixture out of it. That way it could hold them. And then we got some pythos up here. This is the newer pythos, and these are the ones that we've had on here for a little while now, as you can tell. And then the newer ones obviously still coming in, but that's the oldest one that we've had. That is that one back here. It just helps suck up all the nitrate and, you know, the toxins and stuff in the water a lot better. Natural filter, basically. And same heater, the Higer heater. This one I believe is the 1000 watt. Yeah, 1000 watt heater. And then underneath we have an FX6, and we have I believe it's a 40 gallon sump. We have Fluval Bio FX. I believe there is five or six bags in there. And then polyfill, and then filter socks. So the water comes down, it goes over the chamber into the filter socks, comes through the polyfill, goes through the good bio, and we have the Fluval return pump right here, pumping right back into the tank. And there's a return here and a return here. Kind of hard to see right now. And then we got the spray bar for the FX6. But that is it for the 225. But man, look at those bass. They look so good. So now let's go ahead and talk about the rack system. All right, so this rack system originally was 8 10-gallon tanks. Obviously changed it out. We got rid of 2 because we're actually breaking this system down. We got 2 10-gallon tanks and then 1 40-gallon tank, which is I got from my local fish store as well. I actually got, I think 6 or 8 of these in total for later down the line. Once these bass are spawning and stuff like that, you know, we'll have a giant fry rack of it and stuff. But anyhow, let's go up here. So this whole system right now is in quarantine mode, okay? So these fish are sick with ick right now. So forgive me if you guys see that. I am treating them though right now. So we got a peacock bass Reno right here. We got 13 peacock bass Temensis. We got a little sucker algae eater right there. I forget the name of those ones. We have a little goby, or a cory cat, I'm sorry, little cory cat. What's funny about this cory cat is there's a guy local that I got this moss stuff from, and he brought a big old bundle of it one time. And at the bottom of the bag, there was this tiny little freshly hatched fish, and it turned out to be that cory. So can't get rid of that one. It's been really cool having it. And then down here, we have 3 peacock bass Calberry. These ones are eating everything I put in the tank. They eat pellets, shrimp, tilapia. Well, actually not tilapia. I stopped feeding tilapia. Silver sides, everything. So they're doing well. This Panema I actually got with the ones that are inside the 225, but something was off with him. It's like, I don't know if he's like semi-blind, half-blind, or just dumb. I don't know, but he swims around like he's blind, but he eats. You know, he'll eat floating pellets. He'll eat stuff off the bottom. And if it's like a sinking pellet, as long as it goes past his face, he'll eat it. So I'm not sure 100% what I'm gonna do with him. And then, same thing, we got a Higer heater. That one also is 500 watts. I gotta fix that right there. That came off before I started filming. And just a do-it-yourself sump. It's a 20-gallon long. I bought the baffle kit. I'm not sure exactly what you want to call like the dividers and stuff, but I got that off of Amazon. It did have filter socks, but it just wasn't doing a job in my opinion. So I just filled that first chamber with polyfill, second chamber polyfill, lava rock for the biomedia, and just a little desktop return pump, since I don't need nothing super powerful for this system. And that is pretty much it. Oh, and the lighting is obviously Fluval lights. And then the air pump, yeah, it was all connected and going through all the tanks and stuff, but we're actually gonna be taking this down. We're gonna be getting rid of this system eventually, but obviously other things are in the way. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and talk about that. So for the longest time, ever since I first got into peacock bass, probably back in 2008, 2009, I can never remember the year, to be honest with y'all. In fact, I need to sit down. Back in 2008, 2009, peacock bass to menses have always been my #1 favorite peacock bass. Not just because they get giant, I just think they're, you know, their coloration's incredible, stuff like that. And I always wanted to breed them in captivity. And each time, like, there was even a point, half of my fishing room was built for an indoor pond. Like, I had half of this room built, starting to build an indoor pond for them, right? I got the frame up and everything ready to go. And I went to vent the fish, right? You know, basically checking to see which one's females and males. And I had 5. And the reason why I'm laughing is because all of them turned out to be males. So I got super mad and I just completely destroyed that pond build. And it discouraged me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But with that being said, that's why I have so many Temensis now, because the fish rack is going to be taken out, because I'm going to be building a indoor pond again for the Temensis. I know once they get a little bit bigger, they're going to be harder to, you know, rehome and stuff like that, because not too many people can house them. But I'll be reaching out to zoos and, you know, other places, aquarium places, to see if they want them. I'll donate them for show. You know, all that's down the line. We'll figure that out. But we're going to be building an indoor pond starting here pretty soon, which is, I'm hoping, within the next few weeks. But obviously, I got to figure out where I'm going to put all these other fish at, and especially since they're in quarantine, so I can't just throw them in my 75 gallon. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I've been up to, kind of give you guys a breakdown of the tanks, the fish, what I'm running, you know, what my plans are with the fish room. This tank's staying for the time being. The 75 gallon staying for the time being. But, you know, as plans go along, things can change, etc. But stay tuned for that pond build, man, because that'll probably be in my next video when I start that. That's going to be a big project, and I'm totally looking forward to it, because I just don't want it to be, you know, just a swimming pool with fish in it. I want it to be like an official, like, real freaking pond. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. I apologize I haven't been uploading as often, but I'm definitely going to be uploading a lot more, especially around peacock bass. So if you have any questions, or if you want me to make a video specifically on a certain topic regarding peacock bass, let me know down in the comments. But anyhow, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell, so that way you don't miss the beginning and end project build for the pond for the peacock bass Temensis. All right, y'all, catch y'all later.